Welcome to another session on Common Ground. Today, my guest is Kelly Gilbert, who is a junior, and you are from Westchester, you said.
Yes, I am.
And so, how'd you find out and wind up coming to Sacred Heart? Let's do.
Yeah, well, I was looking at a lot of schools that were similar to Sacred Heart in size and in terms of having my major, but the one thing that stood out to me about Sacred Heart was they were in the process of building this communications and business building. And I just thought it was amazing how they were going to include all these new technologies. They'd have the best professors. So I thought that this school definitely would have everything that I needed to kind of enhance my career.
Have you been pleased by your experience?
Yes,
That's
definitely.
Great. It's a great program, great facilities, and the faculty and the chair, Jim Castanway, is really very creative.
Yeah, I agree. It
So
definitely has.
is there any special aspect of communications that you're focusing in on?
PR and advertising.
And speaking of that, you do PR for the Spectrum, which is
Yes.
the school newspaper.
Yep.
How long have you been involved with the school newspaper?
Well, I actually took a class last semester that kind of, the students are required to write for the newspaper, so that was the entire class. And I just fell in love with the class. I loved writing for the newspaper. I loved Professor K-Back. The whole editorial board was really kind and welcoming, so even after the class ended, I knew I wanted to keep going with it. So I just joined their staff as the PR assistant, and I'm hoping to kind of make the student body more aware of the Spectrum and when it comes out.
And give us a little example of what you do on a weekly basis with the Spectrum.
So if I was assigned an article, I would be assigned a topic, and then I'd have to go interview teachers or students on that topic, and we have about a week to get the articles in, and then by Fridays, the editors have them all edited, and the following Wednesday is when they come out.
Are you finding that it's easy or difficult or somewhere in between to get students involved in terms of feedback or reading the paper, et cetera?
It's definitely a challenge at first, I think. It's kind of intimidating to go out and ask people's opinions, for sure, because not everyone is so willing to be as involved as you want them to be. But once you kind of get past that initial, I guess, awkwardness, you can say, people are usually very helpful once you make them feel comfortable about the topic.
That's great. So what other activities are you involved in at the university?
I'm in the honors program.
Yes, I know.
I'm in a sorority, Zeta Tau Alpha,
great.
so that takes
Put
up
your
a lot
ad
of my
in
time.
for the sorority.
Yeah.
That's great. And the honors program, how do you find that? It should be a challenging program.
Yeah, I think the classes are definitely more of a challenge than the typical class, but it's nothing that you can't handle. I think if anything, it kind of pushes you a little bit more, which for me, I like to be pushed, so I think it works out.
Yeah. Now you have your honors classes basically in the humanities with similar young men and women, right? Okay. And are there any honors courses just in communication, or are they in the other courses?
Unfortunately, I have never taken a communications honors course,
Okay.
but they're mostly humanities.
Humanities, good.
Yeah.
That's good. And now, did you have other friends who were here before you? So you just came?
No, I
on your own?
came totally blind. I didn't know anyone. I
That's
actually
great.
met all of my best friends living on the honors floor freshman year.
Oh, sure.
And I still live with them now. So.
Is that right? That's
yeah.
great. That's on campus or off campus?
I live off campus now.
That's great. There does get to be a bond, which is which is good. How would you describe your experiences here so far?
I would describe them as just encouraging. I think the professors and the student body are so welcoming, and they kind of push you. They've definitely given me more confidence just from taking classes and learning new procedures in terms of my major and working with all the resources they have here. I definitely think everyone's just been so welcoming and kind.
Do you have access, do you feel you have access to faculty? Whether you do or not, it's whether you perceive it. Do you feel that you have that access to get in front of a professor individually? Something that, of course, very large universities is not really common.
Yeah, definitely. I think the professors are so willing to help you, whether it be during their office hours or even during class or through email. They really they make themselves completely available to their students,
great.
which I think is so important.
And I've been asking everybody two similar questions. One is, what's your favorite spot on the campus?
My favorite spot is definitely this building. I spend all my time in this
Do
building.
you?
Yeah.
That's great. Of course, with Einstein's behind us, why
course.
not? It's a great spot.
Of course.
And if you had to sum up your experience here in a word or two, as someone asked you what it was like at Sacred Heart, what would you say?
I would say over the past 3 years that I've been here, Sacred Heart has turned into this second home for me, whether it be the staff and the faculty. All my friends are here. I just think it's definitely a second home.
Yeah, you'll develop lifelong friends from college, which is great. That's wonderful. Kelly, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
I'm delighted. Keep up the good work with the Spectrum, and you're doing work study too in communications here at the marketing. So that's great experience for you. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Good seeing you. Thank
you.
you.